What's up YouTube? Jason here, Morph, Mixology, Reptiles. Welcome back to the channel. Today we need to do a little bit of house cleaning stuff. I got some projects I need to do. We need to set up an egg box, and that's actually part of what this video is going to be. I'm going to do a 2021 version of how I set up my egg boxes, because it has changed a little bit. But for the new people that haven't gone back to the old videos, we'll update that. And we need to unbox some new products that actually are part of that process. So let's go ahead and get into it. We're going to get that going with the egg boxes because, actually let me show you. She might even be laying. Alright, so we've got down here Fiona, the fire female. She was due a couple of days ago. Oh, nothing yet, but primed for the picking, ready to go. So any day now, we gotta get her egg box ready. Daphne here, that's a pre-lay shed. So we're about 30 days out from her. Scarlet is in the middle of a massive ovulation. Look at that side dent. Looks like she swallowed a football right here. So that's looking good there. And then of course Vienna, the spider female, is due on the 1st, so in about just under 2 weeks. So we'll go ahead and make a egg box for Fiona. I like to have them in here and warmed up. The clutch that's a month behind that one we pulled. I don't know if you can see it, but there's some yuckiness in there I got to take out before it ruins the other eggs. If you remember when we pulled that clutch, it had some, I said it had some really weak veins, and that's obviously the case because they're already gone. So no big deal. So we're gonna go ahead and get an egg box built up for Fiona. We're close enough now. I might go ahead and make one for Vienna too at the same time. But first, this box here, it's got a couple of things in it. It's also pretty extremely wrapped, so let's tear into this real quick. I'll be right back with you. Alright, so come to find out it's actually 2 boxes that were taped together. That's kind of cool. So, before we get into here, you guys know, if you've seen our last egg box video, and I think I did another review on it later on, we currently are running the Easy Hatch trays. First of all, going to something like this from the the light diffuser or whatever, for me was huge. I love the fact that they don't roll around, they breathe, whole 9 yards, right? This is a great product, and I've enjoyed using. I've got a dozen of these, I think, and I've never had a single problem with them. If the eggs are good, unlike the couple in that tub, if the eggs are good, they survive on here. So this is a good product. I would show you a DragonHatch tray in black, because that's a little bit different. However, it's in clutch 1. So I reached out to the guys at DragonHatch because I wanted to try them, and they make them in orange. How cool is this? So, full disclosure, I've already used this because clutch 1 is on a DragonHatch tub, or a holder, I guess you call them. But I didn't know they made them in orange, and this is my color. So how cool is this? It's not all about the color, it's about the design. So right away you can tell there's 2 things going on here that are different. They're the same overall dimensions. In fact, I stack my DragonHatch tub holder thing with my Easy Hatch trays. I guess they're trays, DragonHatch tray. I stack them together because they nest just the same. They're the same size, which is nice. The cool thing about that is not only do they stack together for storage, but I also know that if this one fit, so will this one. The big difference for me is the layout of the nestlers, I'm gonna call it. this is a good design. This is a great design. And the reason is this is somewhat limiting on the size of egg you can put in it. And a couple of times, because my incubator is a little bit constrained, you know, width-wise on the size of tubs I can put in to maximize the space, you run the 6-quart iris shoebox and you put these in there, and it's not too difficult to get ball python eggs that when you set them side by side on here, the ends touch the side of the 6-quart iris, which obviously as it gets wet can cause mold and all kinds of other problems. This helps prevent that, because now you can see right away that even if I turn it on an angle, that the size of this one is dramatically bigger than this, right? But they're also on an angle, so now not only is the area bigger, but now the area between them. I mean, you can go eggs like this size before they start to hit, and you put that, super scientific, I know. You put that on here, and look at, like, it's insane. So, good product. Very good product. Cannot fault Easy Hatch. I mean, the bringing this design to market was huge, right? Good product. Great product. It's just a slight difference in design is all it really is. Plus, these come in orange. So, I have a whole bunch of them here. I think there's 25 or 30, something like that. Let me get them all out. Okay, so after a final unbox and count, I have 24 of these here. First of all, huge thank you to the guys over at DragonHatch. They did send these over for me to do like a little thing about and to put to use, obviously. I've got the one that I've been demoing for a while in that first clutch to see how I liked it. So you will see a lot of these, obviously, on our posts. They'll be in the Instagram post, that kind of thing. But big thank you to DragonHatch. All of their information will be the first link down below. Go check them out. I really like these. Here's the issue. I don't have room for 24. In fact, I cannot even have 24 egg boxes concurrent in my setup right now. If I got to the point where I had 24 egg boxes all at once, I'd have a serious problem. And it would also be the most clutches I've ever hatched. So that's besides the point. So I'm going to do a giveaway for these. And I think I'm still going to kind of iron this out a little bit. So make sure you're subscribed to the channel. You can keep up on the videos and that. What will likely be is obviously you got to be subscribed to the channel and like on Instagram if you're an Instagram user. And you're going to have to go follow these guys on Instagram as well. And then in a couple weeks here, and I'll update you guys I'll update you guys later, but in a couple weeks I'll do maybe an Instagram live or a YouTube live, or I can do it on my Tuesday night stream or something. We'll figure it out to do a giveaway. I think I'm going to give away 4 of them. So I'll keep the 20 and use them, and then I'll give away 4. Should I do it to all one person or to 4 different people? Leave a comment down below. Let me know what you think. Like I said, I haven't ironed all this out yet, but I've got 4 of them that we'll give away. And leave me a comment down below. What do you think? Should I do one giveaway for one person gets 4? Or should I roll the name 4 times and let 4 different people try them for the first time, or add them to their current collection if they've already got a bunch? Let me know what you think. So for now, let's go ahead and make sure you're subscribed. You like and follow DragonHatch on Instagram and us as well. And then stay tuned for a date on when we'll do a draw, and let me know what you think on who or how many people we should give them away to. As for the Easy Hatch trays, I've got, I think, 12 of these, something like that. So if anybody's interested in picking the whole setup or a couple of them or whatever, DM me on Instagram. It's the easiest way to do it. And we'll go from there. I'll get these out to you because, again, I don't have that many clutches even to use them all, and I like all of the stuff to match. Like I said, good product, not a bad product by any means. I just want orange ones. So, alright, so let's really quick, now that we got all that out of the way, let's go ahead and make up an egg box. We'll put one of these in it, and I'll show you my 2021 method of building an egg box. Alright, so hopefully you can see this. Like I said, 6-quart iris tub. I get mine on Amazon, but just making sure it's the iris. They call it the shoebox, but not all 6-quart tubs are made equal. And this one I have found seems to be the most roomy, I guess, and works the best for me. So we're gonna put it on our scale and zero it. We use purely vermiculite. I don't do a mix. I don't do any perlite, any of that. I just get this at Lowe's in the garden section. It's really cheap. So for this size box and just plain vermiculite, I have found about 250 grams of vermiculite. Seems to be just about right. So hopefully you can read the scale there. And this does not have to be an exact science, of course. It's just an estimate. So about 250 or so 265 in this case. And I run about 1-to-1 water, maybe a little bit extra water. So we need to get to 525, 550 grams, right in that range. It's not a lot, and you'll see obviously it goes up quick. So we'll go to 550. That'll be about right. It's pretty close to 1-to-1. It's super dry up here, obviously, so I run mine a little bit wetter. But again, see, it's not a big deal. That, 12 grams over here, it's not going to ruin your day. But it's what you're really looking for here is once you mix this up, as it starts to clump, obviously, it kind of looks like sand, like on the beach or whatever, the way it works when it gets wet. And when you squeeze it, I get a little bit of water out of mine. A lot of people say you should not be able to squeeze water, wring water out, but like I said, I run mine a little bit damp. Not a huge deal. So you get it all in here. So that, just to give you guys a perspective, that's about maybe an inch and a half of wet vermiculite. Does not need to be soaking wet, and obviously it doesn't need to be floating. You don't want that. So that's nice and wet. And then our DragonHatch, orange DragonHatch tray in this tub fits perfectly in the center. And the thing I like about this setup is, with these DragonHatch trays, they've got that little foot, it looks like. So I literally just push it in until the feet basically hit the bottom. So when the feet hit the bottom of the tub, where you can't push it in any farther, it's still I don't know if you'll be able to see it, but the holders are still about maybe a quarter of an inch or so above the top of the vermiculite. So there is no way for this egg to make contact with anything damp other than the sides, obviously, and we try to control that as best we can, and the angle of the DragonHatch trays certainly helps. So about 250 grams of vermiculite, about 250 to 300 grams of water, and Iris 6-quart shoebox with the DragonHatch trays. I do use press and seal all the way around. I've gone back to that, and I've been really happy with it. And that's it. And then I'll write my clutch cards, and we're good to go. Alright guys, that's going to do it. I hope that helped you guys out a little bit, figure out your egg boxes. I hope you enjoyed it, if nothing else. Thank you again to DragonHatch. Huge shout out to them for sending out a bunch of orange ones for us here. And if you're interested in winning a couple to try for yourself, make sure you're subscribed to the channel, like and follow us as well as DragonHatch on Instagram, and leave me a comment down below again how many people we think should win. One for all 4 of them, or one to each person for 4 different people. So if you're interested in the other Easy Hatch trays that I have, just let me know on Instagram, on a direct message, and we'll figure something out. So that's going to do it this week, guys. I hope you enjoyed, and make sure you're subscribed, obviously, because we're going to cut all of our clutches live throughout the rest of the year. So Tuesday night lives with some really cool people in the hobby, and then randomly throughout the year we'll throw in the extra live cuttings for the eggs. So until then, I'll see you guys in the next one. See ya.